lovelies. Welcome to your new moon in Virgo tarot reading. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. This reading is for the collective, so I put out the intention that if you find this or if this finds its way to you, guess what? You're part of the collective. This reading is for you. You can tell that my background is kind of empty because I'm moving. All my stuff is being packed. I'm moving September 1st, which is very scary, very exciting, but I think very well timed with this Virgo new moon. This new moon in Virgo is on August 27th, and it is all about getting your shit together. I've heard some astrologers on TikTok, and I've just seen people kind of talking about this new moon in the sense that it's kind of, you know, with new moons are generally very positive. We usually feel pretty good about them. Full moons are the ones that can get a little scary. But I see a lot of people talking about this new moon in Virgo like this is a bad new moon or it's like a stressful one. And I don't think that's the case. I think it is just a more intense one in that it's going to force you to get your shit together, because this Virgo new moon is all about getting organized, planning out your steps to reach your goals, like doing the things necessary to reach your goals, like embracing that Virgo energy of like, this is what I got to do and this is how I got to get there. So if you don't have your shit together, yeah, it might be a little scary. It might kind of force you to, but if you have been working on your goals, you have been working on kind of figuring out the steps to get towards your goals, you're going to be okay. And it's going to be a great time, I think, to set intentions around those smaller steps that you need to take to get to the bigger goals. Virgo in tarot rules the Hermit, and the Hermit is depicted as kind of like this old wizard looking dude with a lantern, and he takes that lantern, he's kind of looking around. It's all about going inward and taking that lantern inward and kind of shining that light on the cobwebs inside, you know, really figuring your stuff out. And in this case, shining the light on your goals and your dreams and being like, hey, what do I need to break down here? Like, what do I need to do to like make this happen, and look at the small details and get organized. Virgo in the body rules the digestive system. If you're interested in working on that, I have a full free yoga class for this Virgo new moon where you get a lot of twists, a lot of digestive stuff. Virgo is an earth sign, of course, so very grounding energy. What else did I want to say? All right, my affirmation for the yoga class for this Virgo new moon is I take the necessary steps to reach my goals. But yeah, I am having a 30-day yoga challenge in my YouTube membership starting September 1st. There's also a tarot challenge happening in my YouTube membership right now. So a card for every day if you're looking to learn the tarot. That is there for my members. My membership is only $9.99 a month, and you get all those challenges. I had another yoga challenge in March, so that's access to 30 plus new classes, and then 30 plus classes in September, plus live classes, live tarot readings, a tarot challenge, a Discord, like so much stuff. It's only $9.99. So if you'd like to join me there, I'd be honored to have you. All my courses are also 50% off right now until September 1st. I'm moving. Your girl needs help. Moving's expensive. So yeah, I'm going to start shuffling while I just talk, I guess. We're using the Way Home Tarot. Look, we got two aces on the bottom, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles lurking. This is the Way Home Tarot. This is kind of my tried and true tarot deck. All my tarot decks used to be up on my wall. They're packed, so I just kept the ones that I'm closest to, the ones that I use the most out, which is the Way Home Tarot. And then we'll be clarifying with my favorite oracle deck, Postcards from a Liminal Space. And look who's lurking at the bottom of that one. Money, money, money. We love to see it. So I'm just going to shuffle and we're going to talk. So I am moving, like I said, September 1st. The landlord of the house that I've been living in for 5 years decided to sell it, which sucks, but I'm using it as an opportunity to go for what I want, which I always thought I wanted a loft, like a really fancy loft, but I realized I didn't want to really live in a building. So I got a really nice townhouse here in Las Vegas. I'm very excited. There's a rooftop deck, so I'll be able to do yoga, full moon yoga on the roof. Maybe we'll do some workshops. We'll do some readings there. It's going to be very magical. But yeah, I'm moving on September 1st, which is absolutely terrifying. I'm still not done packing. So this Virgo new moon's like, you better get your stuff together, girl. You better start packing. So that's what I'm trying to do. All right, my friends, take a deep breath for me. Put your intention out there. You know, anything that you'd like to have answered during this reading, send it to me. We have the Mother of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles lurking. She is Virgo energy. Love to see it. So take a nice deep breath for me and we'll see who comes out. there she is again. I split the deck and there she is at the bottom. So definitely feeling that Mother of Pentacles energy. Yes, all the pentacles. All the pentacles are coming out. We love to see it. I gotta move. I have these like massive crystals. Like I'm still in the process of packing, and my desk has kind of become a hub for all my crystals. Okay. All right. I see it. I feel it. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad about it. It honestly is a fairly good reading. Again, Mother of Pentacles is lurking at the bottom of the deck. I just love how she is depicted. She is just full of this juicy harvest. I think they're apples. You know, she's grounded, she's wealthy, she's abundant, she's taking care of her family, her friends, taking care of herself, very single, independent energy, kind of like the Nine of Pentacles. You know, she's the Queen of Earth. Like, she's grounded, she got this, she's abundant, she knows her worth. We love to see it. So let's turn this thing around and see what we got going on here. Said all the pentacles came out to play. Mother of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, the Father of Pentacles. We do have a couple here. The Fool, which I love to see, the Son of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So let's talk about it. All right, so first things first, the kind of position, in the position of past is the Two of Swords and the Fool. So if we're going past, present, future, that's kind of how I like to read sometimes, just what I'd let the cards speak to me, and that's kind of what they're saying here. Is the Two of Swords the first card I pulled, and the Fool. The Two of Swords is all about making a decision. It's traditionally depicted as a woman kind of sitting there with the two swords crossed over her chest. She has a blindfold on and she is kind of stuck, right? She needs to make a decision. She needs to kind of, you can see here, the sword needs to cut through that rope. The rope's going to break either way, but it would be better if it broke from you cutting it and not just it snapping from force. You need to make a decision somewhere in your life. You've been going back and forth. You've been at a crossroads. You're like, IDK. I felt this for the past like 3 weeks. I've been in this energy trying to find a new place to live. Probably even longer than that, trying to figure out what to do, where to go. What do I want? I don't know. And as soon as I figured it out, I found this townhouse of my dreams. The Fool. I took that leap. It is terrifying. Let me tell you, it's terrifying. And the thing is with this energy is like, you'll know what's right for you. You know it in your heart. So if you follow me on Instagram, finding a new place was like a journey. Like, you guys were with me on it. It was intense. I saw so many places, and I saw all these really cool places here in Vegas, but none of them felt right. Like, I was like, none of these feel like the right one. I was posting on my Instagram stories like polls, like this one or this one, which one should I choose? I don't know. And then all of a sudden this other option, this townhouse, came out of nowhere, and it was the first place that I went. When I went to see it, I was like, this feels right. Even though it had some stuff, you know, it has some stuff I don't really like. I got to do a little work on it. It just felt right. Like, my intuition was like, this is the one. It was also the only place I went to see where I didn't start flash flooding on my way there. So, you know, took that as a sign. But I made that decision. I was like, this is the one I want. And I didn't get it the first, like, they said I didn't get it. I like applied and they were like, we're so sorry. Someone applied like 4 hours before you. They got it. And I was devastated. I cried. I was so upset. And then the very next day they called and they were like, their application didn't go through, or they didn't want it or whatever. So you're the next one up. And I was like, absolutely. And it took a while, right? It was, the universe kept like playing with me, but what is yours will not pass you by. And you need to make that decision on what is yours, instead of letting the rope break on kind of whatever, you know, because that's kind of what I was doing. I was like, well, whatever I get, that's what I'll go with. Like, you know, whatever I can get approved for, that's what I'll go with. But then I ended up getting approved for like 90 billion places. It was like, I don't know. I need to make a decision. You need to make that decision to take that leap. You know what's right for you. Trust your intuition. You know the thing that is what you want, right? You need to make that choice and start that journey. The Fool is the start of the entire tarot. This is taking a leap of faith. It's a new journey. You know, it's not all going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to be incredible if you can just make that decision. If you can just cut through that rope yourself, don't let the rope kind of break on its own, because that's not going to be fun. You need to be the one that cuts that rope, that makes that decision, figures out what you want, and take that leap. And It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it, friends. Then moving into kind of the present energy. So once maybe you have already taken that, you've already kind of cut that rope and made that decision. I know I have. What comes next? Seven of Pentacles and Son of Cups. Planting those seeds and then watering those seeds. Now the Son of Cups is also the Knight of Cups. He kind of gets the reputation of being a little bit like kind of fuckboy energy. He is like fun, flirty, a little bit reckless, very immature water energy or young water energy. However, I think in this case, it's kind of like you've done the work, right? You know, we've planted the seeds and we got to water the seeds. And this is the Son of Water, the Knight of Water. How are we going to kind of water those seeds that we planted is kind of balancing it out with a little maybe fun, flirty energy. You know, we've worked really hard to make that decision, to take that leap. Again, we're in this Mother of Pentacles energy. And we love it. We love her. Like from the seeds comes the harvest, but you can't just have this energy. You don't just get from here to here with nothing. You need some of that water energy. As a water sign, and I would just like to note that under the Mother of Pentacles is the Star, and then the Nine of Cups, like, come on, wish come true, wish fulfillment. We're here for it. As a water sign, I require earth signs to ground me. And all of my best friends are earth signs, and they need water signs. We need a balance between these two energies. Like, too much of this can be too emotionally immature, but too much of this, it's like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, or whatever the quote is. Like, you gotta have both. I actually, when I was packing up my kind of desk area, I had a deck sitting on top of one of my shelves and I forgot it was there and it like fell. And one card fell on my desk. I don't know what I did with it. From my first ever tarot deck that I got, it just kind of sits up there and collects dust. But one card fell out and it was the Two of Pentacles. And that is the vibe. It's the balance. It's the balancing of the energies. You need to plant those seeds. You need to work hard. You need to tend to your garden. But then you also need to water it. And we water it with having fun and emotional fulfillment and like, you know, doing your thing and going out and having some fun after you've made that big decision. Then in the future energy, which love to see it, Father of Pentacles, so the pair to the Mother of Pentacles, heavy earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. I love this card because the creator of this deck, Bakara, she described him as he's kind of in I don't know what I'm allowed to say here on YouTube, like BJ position, right? He's laying back, he's chilling, because he knows he has everything he wants. Like, he is vibing because he is the boss. He is, like, he's worked hard, he's played hard, he kind of has everything he wants. Now he's just going to sit back and kind of kick it and let the abundance kind of happen, right? You've planted the seeds. Like, now we need to watch them grow. And I think the Four of Cups is just a bit of not a warning, but just kind of a reminder. The way that it's depicted in this deck is very like, you know, seeing the glass as half empty or half full. The Four of Cups traditionally is like a person sitting under a tree and their arms are crossed over their chest. I've seen it in the Modern Witch Tarot. The person has a shirt on that says over it, I think. And they're looking at three cups just like, ugh. But then right behind him, the universe has another cup and is like holding it out like the Ace of Cups, like from the sky. We're so concerned with these cups that might be like half empty, that we're not seeing the full cup kind of behind us. So don't focus on what's not there or what didn't work out, or like those cups that didn't work out that are just like kind of half empty and you're kind of mad about it. Don't focus on that. Be in your King of Pentacles, Father of Pentacles energy and just lay back, relax, maybe turn around, take that Ace of Cups that the universe is giving you. We don't need to concern ourselves with these like empty cups. They're going to take care of themselves. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. We literally have the King and Queen of Pentacles here, friends. Like, you're good. And again, behind that, the Star, the Nine of Cups, like wish come true, completely abundant, fulfilled, material abundance, wealth, home, hearth, prosperity. Like, I love it. I love it. All right. So, you know what? I think it's a great reading. We're going to see if we're going to get dragged by these oracle cards or if they're going to confirm. what we know, what we see here. So I'm going to shuffle these, and then we're going to see who comes out. I tend to, these oracle decks, I love them, but they can be a little draggy at times, a little scary, but I'm here for the Virgo new moon is all about realism. Like, you're going to get called out, or you're going to get just told how it is, basically. You know, think of your favorite Virgo and think about them. And like, you know, my Virgo friends, they tell me how it is, right? There's no sugarcoating. There's just, and that's why I love them, because as a Pisces Sun, Leo, Moon, Sag rising, I need that realism sometimes, right? We need to come back down to earth was literally what I was going to say. And there it is. We need to come back down to earth. Take a nice deep breath for me. All right. Yep. Love it. I like it. I'm not mad about it. So the reason why I said yup is because Spirit Split came out right over the Two of Swords. You can kind of see the similar energies here. Two directions. One's going that way, one's going that way, one's going that way, one's going that way. This is kind of where you're stuck. If you're stuck, this is where you're stuck, is because your head wants to go one way, your heart wants to go another, your spirit is split. You're like, I don't know what I want, or I want the couple of these things. I don't know which direction to go. That's literally how I felt with this whole house situation. I was like, I like this one, but I like this one, but they don't really have what I like. They don't feel right. Even though they kind of both have something that I kind of want, they're both very nice. It doesn't feel right. Like, which direction do I go? And I think that, at least for me, and I think what's going to happen is there's going to be like a new option that kind of comes in, and you're like, oh, that's it. That's why neither of these things worked out, because it was this other thing all along. You know, I think that this full new journey is going to kind of hit you out of nowhere to get you out of this. But first you have to move forward. So kind of what I did in my situation was like, I just applied for these places that I wasn't really 100% sold on, but I was like, you know what, I'm just going to apply for them, and I'm just going to keep going. Instead of being stuck, this Spirit Split and Two of Swords is a very stuck energy. Instead of just like stopping and being like, all right, I don't know what decision to make, I'm just going to let the decision make itself. I'm just going to sit here and just be stuck. No, take some action, take some radical action. Whatever that might mean for you. For me, I just had to keep moving forward and keep applying and keep looking. Those two decisions that you're kind of sitting on, maybe that's not the final options, right? There might be another option that's going to come kind of hit you out of nowhere. So just be open to something different coming your way, something that's going to throw you out of that crossroads and put you somewhere completely different. Because what a time to be alive. This is over the Seven of Pentacles and the Son of Cups. This is that energy of like, you have to take a break from working to enjoy life, right? You have to take a break from working really hard on planting those seeds and like taking care of those seeds, and water those seeds with kind of enjoyment. With, you know, what's the point of doing all this, of working really hard and living in, regrettably, this capitalist society if we're not going to go have some fun with it, if we're not going to enjoy our life? What a time to be alive. Honestly, this is how I picture myself sitting on top of my new rooftop deck, just looking at the sunrise. What a time to be alive. Like, go enjoy your life. You're working hard. You're trying to make these decisions. The Virgo new moon's going to be like, get your shit together, but you need to still enjoy yourself. And then we have a Magician is only as good as her tools over the Father of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. If you're ever feeling this way of like glass half empty, or I'm over it, or like whatever, remember that you have the tools that you need to get unstuck, to kind of make what you want happen, to kind of fill those glasses. You have the tools. Maybe it's time to get some new tools, right? A magician is only as good as her tools. To kind of, it's like you need those tools to kind of allow yourself to be in this energy of just like, I got this. Like, maybe it's time to reevaluate what's around you, what you're working with, those systems. Like I said, this Virgo new moon is all about the systems, the steps, the practices in place so you can get to those goals. Maybe it's time to reevaluate them so you can be in this Father, King of Pentacles energy, right? I like it, friends. I like it. This was a reassuring reading for myself. At the bottom of my oracle deck, the last card, an equal and opposite reaction. You know, kind of no matter what you do, no matter what direction you take, there's going to be a reaction. And if you're going in a direction that you are not passionate about, or that doesn't feel right to you, it's going to show you. It's going to be, you know, an equal and opposite reaction. If you're going into it half-assed, glass half full, or whatever, glass half empty, you're going into it with like, this isn't really what I want, but I'm just going to do it because like, I'm just going to let that rope break on its own. I'm not going to make the decision. There's going to be an equal and opposite reaction, and it might not be what you want. So why not make it what you want and choose for yourself? Choose for yourself, right? I don't know. I'm here for it. I think this validates a lot of what I've been going through. I hope it resonates with you guys. I think that's all I have, my friends. So don't forget about the yoga class for this Virgo new moon. Don't forget about the yoga challenge, the membership. My courses are half off. A lot going on. I hope you guys have a wonderful Virgo new moon, and I will see you next time.